try to get back into the chat, bro. I don't even see you.
What do you mean?
Like I don't see you.
You should see me on the this camera. Don't you see me?
No, all I see is the logo, the Daniel and Gian Talk logo.
Go on your
But
Skype. Oh, we're streaming, so we should
yeah,
be talking. So
yeah, we're
hello.
live. Let's just talk.
Yeah.
Hey
See,
guys, you're
it went
watching
straight
Daniel and
live.
Gian Talk Corona Live episode 2. And oh look, I'm looking at our thumbnail. How cute. Okay, cute. And only our second time doing this. You know, it's
What?
a little it's a pain in the ass going about it this way rather than being
Don't
in the
worry
same
about
room
that.
together.
We'll figure it out. You just need to go on your Skype, Gian, and then put me to like, because you have two. There's two me's. Just click on the other me. There's two cameras. That's it.
Oh, there's a
What's
share screen.
What's up,
There we
everybody?
go.
Oh, look, we have
How's
some
it?
chats going on today. How's everything?
Yes, what's up?
Well,
What's up, Ricken? What's up,
before
Me
we
Media, Gulgio? How's it?
before we started,
Praveen Tawari. It's Task. We haven't seen you in a while, dude. I guess because you're on lockdown too, I'm sure.
he has nothing else to do.
Doom Patrol. What is the difference between Bollywood and Hollywood? Well, Bollywood is Hindi and Hollywood is English.
That's a
Yeah,
big
language wise.
that's a big it's a big part of it for sure.
Yeah.
But okay, so I mean, let's see what else. How's everything there? Well, how's everything there actually over there? Whoever's watching, how are things out there for the people
Yeah,
who are?
how's it out there in the rest of the world? So here in Los Angeles, it's funny. The mayor of Los Angeles set out a shelter in place type deal, put a little bit tighter restrictions, and then like 5 minutes
It's
later, the
Corona
governor of
time.
California, believe it.
But anyway, keep going, keep talking. Sorry, I don't want to distract you.
Yeah.
I just thought that was funny.
Um, but yeah, it was like the mayor of California comes out, says this thing, says, "Hey, we're going to be a little bit tighter with what you can do and how much you can be out." And then like 5 minutes later, it's like Gavin Newsom puts a statewide shelter in place type deal to keep everybody at home. And I don't know about you, man, but I feel like we got so many idiots going out and like I heard somebody that they're playing beach volleyball today in Redondo Beach. They got chased out of there. Like people, people are robbing people, and
Yes,
then
yes, yes. Actually,
you know what I mean?
that is something I wanted to talk about. My mom told me that in Carson, which is where I live,
What's up, Stitch? BTI in the house.
someone got robbed at gunpoint for their groceries. That's what she told me. Like they got
That's
it.
it.
They not at her store, but like at a store, like local store, someone got robbed at gunpoint. And I'm
Dude,
just like,
I'm
and
telling you,
I'm just like, this is the beginning. Like this isn't even nothing's even bad yet. Like you could still get shit. Like we're not
yeah.
like that's what I'm. It's like it's either people are just fucking really retarded and savages, or they're really that panicked. I don't know which one it is. Like, cause people are gonna
Or
rob
they,
people no
or
matter
they,
what.
or they got laid off and they're already running out of money.
This is what I'm
You know what I
saying.
mean?
So is it
Yeah.
desperation? Is it the severity of the
Yeah. It might already be
situation?
desperation.
Or
Yeah.
is it just like people are just ghetto?
Right, right. And by the way, guys, I want to throw this out there. Like, if there's issues with like the video lagging or whatever,
I don't think
I've,
there
I've,
is.
I've
Just let us know if there is, and I'll try my
just let
best
us
to
know in the
fix
chat. But
it.
I'm saying they're throttling the shit out of our internet all over the place here.
There's just because everyone's on the internet. That's why everyone's on the internet. It's
No way. So my friend Janny is in the chat room, and she said she tried to rob her near Skid Row 2 days ago.
what the see?
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Are people just? Is it that bad?
All right. To be fair, Janny, was it a homeless person? And how often do people try to rob you near Skid Row, like when we're not locked down? So we got to throw these qualifiers out there.
We need this. We need the numbers. We need the stats.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I told you before. I think I said last time. Like, if people are dumb, this is going to turn into martial law, and we're going to have like military in the streets, all because of people being stupid. Not because of like overt government control, but it's just like you just can't trust people to like use common sense whatsoever. You know, I mean, look at Florida. The entire state is just full of idiots. The governor finally had to shut down the beaches today, and I don't know. I didn't read anything else. Maybe I'll look that up real quick. Like if he shut down the bars and stuff too, or if it was just the beaches.
I don't know if it's yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Oh no, we're getting a little error here on our fucking stream. This is what we're talking. This is what Gion's talking about, by the way. Our internet keeps getting throttled. But no, I don't know why it took Florida so long to like
Florida governor refuses to shut down beaches. Florida the next day, Florida governor says party's over for spring breakers.
time to go home.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
All right, let's go to the chat for a second
Well, yeah,
while this buffers like fixes itself. Let's see. Rohit, in India, quarantine people are escaping and going to weddings with 1,000+ people. We don't give a fuck. That's Ahmed, isn't it the best time to react and review movies? Yeah, kinda. If we had time to legally go see each other, because technically we're not allowed to. I guess for
yeah.
podcasting we could.
Well, according to we're unnecessary podcasts are podcasts
So we have to do
that do
these
news is
podcasts. We have
necessary.
to do these podcasts so we can
Yeah,
be necessary. We can actually.
yeah.
Gian is lagging a little bit. Yeah, see, it's on. It's okay. We'll figure it out. It's like we were saying. It's just the internet's bad right now for everybody. Um, people treating it like DayZ with Grand Theft. I hope not. I really hope not. That's gonna be real bad if it actually ends up being just like that. Let's see. Definitely the fear isn't the virus. The fear is other humans. Yeah, I think when push comes to shove, that'll probably be worse because people can walk around and break into your house. The virus can't really break your door down and shoot you and steal your shit. Like it might make you sick, but you don't have to worry about it stealing your TV, your fucking bank account. Like
I wish a virus would.
use SteamYard for streams. I don't think it's our program because our stream that we had the other day was perfect. I just think it's right now California, the whole state of California is on shutdown. There's probably hasn't been this many people online in at one time and like for a long time because everybody's home. Everybody's home, and all the Mexicans live where
Yeah,
Gian lives too. So that's why it's throttling.
yeah. So I got that shitty internet too. So no, no. No, I was doing my sister has been doing like a trivia thing. There's this game called Jackbox TV, and then you can get multiple people on to play from. And my sister's been doing it all week, and I've hopped on like a couple times a week, and it was fine. And then today it was like super laggy the entire time while we were doing it. So there's something up to it, something up with it for sure. And my buddy of mine also
Did
said
you
like he was working from home and his internet
did
was
you
trash.
hold on? I gotta fix your camera. I don't know what happened to your camera, but it went all crazy. Go ahead. You can keep talking though. Sorry, that was it. Like reset.
Yeah, no, we say that too. My wife's like, she said everyone's on the internet right now because everybody's home. Yeah, just like Daniel said.
What the hell's happening to your camera?
I have no idea.
It like it reset, went all tiny, and then I fixed it, and then it like went back to the original setting, so you were like super zoomed in. Sorry. Um,
I'm wondering. I'm wondering if it's because I went on the like YouTube to
I have no idea. It's fine now. Whatever it is fine now.
okay.
Sorry. I'm dealing with the stream and trying to pay attention to you at the same time, so
Well, hey, you know what we were talking about Florida. So why don't we bring up something fun about Florida?
Okay, let's do that. So I'm going.
An article you sent me earlier today.
Talk about the article while I find the guy's face. Even though we probably shouldn't put his shit on blast like that, but because
Yeah.
he might come after me. But yeah,
I
no,
mean,
the
it's just
the
simple as
guy
that.
the guy stole 66 rolls of toilet paper from the hotel. I guess he worked.
El Esteban Hernández Chinto, 31. He's only 31 years old, man. He looks like shit. uh, yeah, well, all I want to know is like, was he Jack? Was he Jack?
Oh,
If
thank
he
you,
was
thank you.
taking it from
Okay,
his
so hold
family
on, we
and
gotta. Okay,
the neighborhood,
so every time I cut to the article, we're spelling the article, Gian, because no one heard what we were talking about because there's no audio
uh,
on it.
okay.
I'm gonna fix that right
So
now, guys.
this guy in Florida caught a felony charge for stealing 66 rolls of toilet paper in Florida from the hotel he worked at. So they got caught. So there's the toilet paper crisis going on because people don't know what a bidet is. They don't know washing their asses. So they're stocked up on toilet paper. It's still like to this day. I was at CVS, which is I think everybody has a CVS, but if you don't have a CVS, it's a pharmacy drugstore where like they print the receipts are like 40 feet long. Like there's memes all over the internet. Like no toilet paper, give me one Snickers bar, and then it's got the guy sitting on the toilet with like the receipts. But yeah, I went there yesterday and there was two rolls of paper towels, and I was like, you know what? I don't know if we need paper towels right now, but I should go ahead and grab them because like
You never
I'm not
know.
trying to. You never know, man. I'm not trying to get up at 7 in the morning to go to get toilet paper, you know. But like dried goods still gone. Maria she found pasta and sushi rice. We've never we've never cooked sushi rice before, but
I don't.
rice is
What
rice.
is hell is sushi rice? I thought rice was sushi rice.
It's a special.
I
The
thought
grain's a
literally
little. It's
sushi
like
rice was just
different.
rice.
No,
I
they
didn't.
they use they use a specific type of rice. Yeah, it's
Do they?
organic
Do
too,
they?
babe.
Do
Can you
they?
grab
Do they
you grab
grow
the
it?
bag for me?
Do they grow it like in sushi Japan? Like, is there a place called
They
where they grow sushi
they grow
rice?
they grow it specifically to put fish on top
So
of
you're
it.
telling me if I went and made myself sushi and I used regular rice, it wouldn't taste the same?
Oh, so she wanted to show off our winners. So, she makes us like the best French toast,
It's blurred out.
and
Your camera
and
doesn't want
oh,
to show
it's
the.
so blurred out. Anyways,
It doesn't want
this
to show the
this little bottle,
sponsorship. That's funny.
this little,
I'm not doing that.
this
I
little
don't know why
bottle,
it's blurring out.
this little bottle of vanilla extract. It's I don't even know how many. It's 2 flow ounces. It's 2 ounces of vanilla extract. $15.
What does that have to
Fifteen
do with
dollars.
sushi rice?
Nothing. I'm just saying, like these are the most expensive things we got because that was all that was left. And then got sushi rice right here.
Why is
Five
it
pounds of sushi
censoring
rice.
the brand names? This is
I,
so fucking weird.
9.79. So we paid about $2 a pound for this sushi rice. It's medium grain, Nishiki brand,
I love how we're
and
talking
it's
about rice right now.
product of the USA. That's the best part. Like trying to upcharge you, and it's not even from Japan. Uh,
Well,
Sir Suicigo does not like us chatting. He's like, if you guys aren't talking about Indian movies, I don't give a shit. Fuck you guys. Oh,
I'm sorry. I did watch
uh,
a pretty depressing ass movie today, but we'll talk about that on another type of video. An
yeah.
Indian movie,
But I'm
like a
talking
sad
about.
ass Indian
I'm.
movie.
I brought up the sushi rice because everywhere you go, like dried products are gone. Rice is gone. Pasta's gone. Like the long
It
term stuff
depends.
that
It depends on where you go. Cause my mom got 2 bags of rice, easy.
your mom works there. She's
No,
cheating.
allegedly she does. They don't want you to say things like that because the store directors, the actual people, have told my mom that she's like a target, and to be careful.
Ah, okay.
So it's like not even a fucking like back to what we were saying earlier about like people getting robbed and shit. Like yeah, she was saying like she has to go out the back and shit like whatever because yeah, people are dumb. That's why. Really. CS:GO. You play CS:GO? I've been playing Call of Duty Warzone though. Did you get Doom?
All right. All right. No, I wasn't able to make it to the store. I went. They're
GameStops are
doing this
closed,
thing.
so that's related to
Well,
coronavirus.
there's
They
Target.
they
There's
tried to.
Target.
You hear that they tried to pretend to be essential?
Right. I
No,
mean, they kind of are.
no, they tried to argue it, but they weren't deemed essential. But they try to like
Right.
tell their workers to say these like talking points if anyone tries to close
The
them down.
the the best part about GameStop trying to stay open is that nobody was sad. Nobody was sad that they're closed down because everyone's like, and there's just years of animosity towards GameStop and price gouging and like giving you like, hey, here's $15 in store credit for 3 consoles and 40 games and 7 controls. Yeah, enjoy, folks. You can put that, and if you use it towards a new game, we'll give you an extra $5 in store credit.
That's why I don't honestly I still don't know how GameStop's in business to be honest with you, but that's a whole nother story.
Janny's all they're gonna put a hit on her over 2 bags of rice. Shit's getting real.
Hey, bro, it can be. It, dude. When if push comes to shove, if it ever got that bad, I guarantee you stuff like that would definitely happen, which is unfortunate.
Well, that's the stuff that lasts long. That's you know. I mean, dude, look. The problem is like every day the news doesn't get better; it gets worse. Like, all right, guys, we're gonna go for a 2 week shutdown. All right, guys, we're gonna go to the end of the month. All right, guys, it's looking like we're gonna go to the, the middle of April. All right, guys, actually, I think we're gonna start back up on May 1st. Like my kids' preschool, like as of now, is shut down until May 1st, and the only reason why they were waiting to tell us is because they wanted to make sure they couldn't charge us for the month of April. Like,
May 1st, wow.
May
But
1st,
but
yeah.
that's
And
but
that's
that's
well, most school
depending.
districts are shut down for the rest of the year until the fall.
Yeah, I know.
Like
Like my
most
my
schools.
cousin's a
Yeah.
senior in high school. He doesn't even get to have his prom. That's interesting. He's gonna be apparently his year would be the second year to never have a prom, and the first year was the year my dad graduated high school, I guess, because they got in trouble. Which I can't. I'd have to ask my mom what happened because I don't know. I just know that they didn't have a prom that year.
Yeez.
Let's see. Let's go back to the chat. Read some questions, Gian, or read some things people have been saying so we can keep that alive.
All right. I should like put the thing up here instead of looking down. So
No,
it's just
it's
like the
fine.
top
Just
of
just
well, there's just a lot of people talking about movies for us to watch. they're over listening to us talk about being locked up in on the coronavirus. You know what? I haven't really looked into Canada. I don't know what's going on in Canada, to be honest with you.
Nothing. High taxes.
The side effect that, my wife and I were talking about this, Rick, and that like
Oh, is the chat working on the screen?
no, I'm looking at my phone.
No, I know.
I just have my
I'm asking the people in the chat if you could see the chat on the screen because I've been trying to get this shit to work this whole time and I think it actually is working now. Sorry, go ahead. We're figuring this out like as I go along and just kind of hanging
like
out.
the pollution levels are going down everywhere because of this, of people staying in their house. Like pollution's going down. Like, have you seen that article in Venice where like dolphins and fish are like going back into the canals of Venice and you can see them?
Yeah, dude, I thought that was so cool. When I saw that, I thought that was so cool.
That was like end game when like Captain America's like, I saw two whales the other day in the Hudson. You know, that's the bright side of the population going down. But also, like, I hear no airplanes. I saw one airplane today. There was a Southwest airplane flying into Burbank Airport. Um, and that's sad. Like, my dad told me, I talked to my dad like yesterday, and he's like, it's so quiet because no airplanes are flying by at all. And just think about
It'd be great
the
to film right
airplane
now in
flights have got,
LA.
yeah, yeah, in the valley, you'd be golden. You'd be golden.
It disappeared again.
But
God
it's
damn it! Why did it fucking? I'm sorry. I'm following the chat and listening to you. Keep not trying to interrupt you.
no, it's all good. Hey, you know what? Do you guys want us to do this? His task wants us to do a Corona meme review. If we had him dialed up, like Daniel could
We
throw him up
will.
on the
We
screen. But
will. From tomorrow
yeah,
onward, we
next
will.
one.
You submit them. Submit
Yeah,
them. Send them to the email. Or send it to Gian on social media because he has social
yeah.
media.
You can
I
send it
don't. I
send
don't
it to
have
me
social
on
media, so
Instagram.
you can't send anything to me
If you guys
anymore.
aren't if you guys aren't following us on
Unless you're
Instagram,
on
it's
Reddit.
BNG
Actually,
Talk.
no, post them on Reddit because I have Reddit. Reddit is the only social media I do have. We have a Reddit. I will post the Reddit in the chat right now. But no, send it to us on Reddit. All the memes on Reddit. We'll post them on the show. That's exactly what we'll do, because that's what normal people do, and we're
Hey,
about
I just wanted to,
15 years behind.
the only person to respond to my to our story post was Gulzio from Canada. What's up, Gulzio? And she's that's hilarious. She's like, I guess I can finish it, and an entire bag of Cheetos can wait. You can still finish that bag of Cheetos while watching this live stream, Gulzio, and I applaud you for it. In fact, I want to see a picture of your Cheeto fingers. And send it to the Instagram.
Look, the chat's on the screen again. Why is it so? Why does it work? And sometimes it doesn't work. This is so confusing. This doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Oh, now I see it now. Yeah, I was wondering what was going on with that.
See, so this is our Reddit guys, by the way. You can go on it, follow us on the chat or whatever it is. Or not on the chat, on Reddit. Just wanted to throw that out there so we can actually, I don't know. Anyway, Daniel will forget everything after 2 putts. Oh, people are talking about me smoking weed. Is that what this is? Your net speed
Saying
sucks. Okay, well, it's not. It's as we said before. It's not the internet speed that sucks. It's that every single fucking person in California is on the internet right now, watching. They're watching Onward. You said it wasn't gonna be on Disney Plus, and not even 2 days later, we were both wrong, and it was on Disney Plus.
Well, it's like I lightweight, like I considered paying for it, and then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm more excited to watch this film than my son is because he
I was
really
gonna
doesn't give a shit.
say,
But
see, I,
yeah, I
I
was like,
don't.
we can wait till April 3rd.
I was gonna say, I don't. I don't. The kid in me wasn't excited for it. I don't know.
Hey man, we went and saw that terrible Doctor Doolittle film. Okay, and he saw the cardboard cutout promotion for it, and he was like, "Oh, Papa, what's this? What's this? He was excited about it. And we saw the preview and he was excited about the preview. So he was into it. He is into it. Just, I guess I like it a little more because it's all like mystical, magical shit and whatnot. You know, there's orcs and trolls
We'll
and
see if when you put it on,
deadbeat dads
if
that
he
you bring
walks
back with
away.
a spell.
If he leave, is that his test now? Like if he walks away, that's a
If
sign of
he's
disinterest.
captivated. No, he tells you straight up, I don't want to watch this. Yeah. I changed the language. We were watching a cartoon and I changed I the first episode was in Spanish. And this is how I know like his mom is ruining his bilingualness. Um the first episode was in Spanish, and then Netflix, for whatever reason, doesn't like to keep everything in Spanish. It switches it back to English, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong, but it switched it back to English. I noticed it like it just 30 seconds of it. I stopped it, changed it to Spanish,
And he didn't
and he
want it.
kept telling I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this. Put it back. Put the other one. He kept saying, put the other one. Put the other one. And I'm like, fuck. I was like, no, we're watching this shit in Spanish. I don't need the fucking every Mexican in my fucking life doesn't speak Spanish except for like two of them. You know, the chunts.
You should treat me like your son and just speak to me in Spanish only, and then I would fucking speak Spanish. By now I'd be speaking Spanish. That's how
Baby
you.
G is almost 3, by the way, if you guys are asking.
They
He'll
are
be
asking.
3 and yeah, he'll be 3 in May.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's go to the chat. Himanshu, how many days of lockdown will it be? Well, right now officially it's April 19th, but it's gonna be it's gonna be beyond that. They just I think so. People, it's we don't know, but I my gut tells me it's gonna be beyond that.
Oh shit. No, no, watch this. Check this out, bro. What do you think about DC potentially releasing Wonder Woman
Oh, they're not
on
gonna do
fucking
that.
HBO?
They're not gonna do
That
that.
you
No,
don't know that.
they've already said they're gonna. It's
They
gonna be
released it on
no,
HBO Max.
they've already said it's going to be a theatrical release. I read an article today or late last night. It's not.
I
That's.
read an article today
Then send it
saying that
to
they
me.
might put it out on HBO Max to
No,
try to
why would
send
you?
to sell more HBO Max
No,
subscriptions.
no, never, never, never.
Okay. What's funny about this is like you thinking that Warner Brothers wouldn't do something stupid when all they've done is stupid shit for the last fucking 10 years. But no, but this time, no, now they're going to smarten up.
They no. If anything, Warner Brothers has proven that they love theatrical distribution because they will continue to publish movies that may not do well in the box office, but they put them in the theaters. Birds of Prey being on video on demand right now may actually make the film either break even or turn a profit. Wonder Woman is not Birds of Prey. Wonder Woman is one of the only DC films that actually made money. Why would you and it's a sequel and everybody loves Gal Gadot. Everybody wants to see this fucking movie. Like why would they eliminate at least 700 plus $1 million?
Because maybe they
And
got
I'm
insider
being
information. Maybe maybe they got insider information where we're going to be locked up until September or something.
and you know what? I think that's going to be okay. I think they'll be okay. I really do. Because
I don't know.
The HBO Max, they have the Friends show. They'll be fine. Trust me. Because look, you got to look at it this way. When all this goes over, there hasn't been any movies being shot right now. So when this boils over and actually, because it's going to end at a certain point, these movies that they're holding on to, people are going to watch. They're going to want to see them
Maybe.
next year when no, not maybe, they're going to because there's no other movies that are going to come out because there's no other movies being made. There's going to be a point where right now there is no like Batman
I
everything's
feel like
shut down, but
we keep
everything
having
is
these same arguments, dude. If you've been sitting at home for 6 months and you've been watching everything on your screen and then you like the way it looks on your screen, you might not want to go to the movies
but
anymore. Maybe now that people's germophobia may be even more heightened after this thing is all over, where they're gonna not go out and do stuff like go to the movies. They're gonna pick and choose when they decide to go out
It
into
makes
public, man.
it makes Disney too much money. And I know this is about Warner Brothers, but what I'm saying is theatrical distribution will exist for the big guys because it's just going to. There's no way it doesn't continue to exist because it makes the big players that much money. I mean, Warner Brothers made a lot of money off of Aquaman. You and I both agree Aquaman was not the best DC movie and it made over $1 billion.
Yeah, no, Aquaman was trash.
That model is not going to go away. When you make it big in the movies in Hollywood, you make it big. And nowadays it's gotten so bad that if you're not making $1 billion, you're a failure. Or if it was 10 fucking years ago, if you were grossing six, seven, $800 million, I mean, you were on the top
It's
charts
also
of.
the budgets. The
I
budgets have
know,
gone through the
but
roof
that's
too.
but
So that's
that's
why.
but it's. I'm just saying it's not going anywhere, and I'm saying that when this finally boils down, people are going to want to see these films. Everyone wants to see Wonder Woman. Seriously, everyone wants to see Wonder Woman. I think that's one of DC's hottest properties because of Gal Gadot and because of the first Wonder Woman. Other than the third act, Wonder Woman was a good movie. Anyway, we're neglecting the chat though. Let's let's see where we're at on there. It's funny. You know what sucks is I have to look at you on my Skype on my side laptop, so I can't see the chat. Because if I look to the chat, I look sideways. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do that.
Stack them on top of each other, dude. Build a shelf. Just throw it on top of the.
Oh yeah, see, and Joker. I forgot about Joker too. Joker's another success for Warner Brothers. That's why it's not going to go away. Because you could have released Joker on video on demand, but the fact that it made $1 billion in the theaters first and won best of, I mean, you can't. You're not going to be able to get that recognition either, and I think that's important sometimes. Sometimes it fucking pays off.
The
Sometimes
times
it
they
pays
are
off.
changing. And you
Sometimes it
can't
pays
use
off.
Joker as a terrible example. That's a fucking outlier. That was a fluke
It's
and a half,
it
man.
still worked. It still worked
It
for the
was a
Dark Knight.
fuck. It
It
was the
worked for the
ultimate
Dark Knight.
hype
It
job.
worked for the Dark Knight, the first $1 billion superhero film. I'm just saying, it fucking worked.
Batman Begins set that up.
Money Heist, Contagion. Yeah, I watched Contagion. Contagion's good. I think we could have new supervillains, superheroes related to virus scares. You probably could, and that's probably going to inspire. I bet you there will be something from DC Comics. They're gonna have Virus Man or some shit, because
I would hope that they would
te-
take some of this real life stuff and try to use it. You know, with G5 coming out, I don't know if that's getting put on the back burner. Who knows if that's gonna like not happen at all with DC. I don't know what's going on with comics. I know Cat's violating the order. He's staying open because he's like, I have like two people at my shop at all times. I never have a group of people in my shop.
plus
Fuck
who's
that. I
gonna
need to make money.
enforce it? Oh, Jan, you said
Yeah,
a good point. Wanting to see it and having the money to go out and see it when you've been employed for months. That's a good point. That I will concede to. That I will definitely concede to. But that also means that ticket price is going to be really cheap though. So it is a. It's going to be a. It's a weird. It's going to be a weird. We'll see. We'll see how it all comes out because that is a very valid point. I feel like because movie ticket prices have been going up ever since the last economic crisis.
I think we're gonna. I mean, it all comes down to how long this thing lasts.
But the thing
Really,
is,
I
so many theaters just upgraded too. That's what's kind of like I wonder operational. I don't know. It's gonna be a weird thing. My gut tells me that I don't think it's gonna.
movie theaters ain't getting that bailout money, bro.
No, no, no. I'm not
That's all.
saying they.
That's all going to the airlines.
But like, it's what we talked about the other day. You know, the distribution model. You know what? We should let's can this. Let's save this, and we'll have Aaron pop in. We'll figure it out. We'll have an actual filmmaker just Corona cast about that about these things that we because it's I think it's very important that we talk about it, but I also want to talk about other things.
All right. Well, let's get back to politics. Let's talk about how every time Donald Trump opens his mouth now, the stock market goes down even more. And he keeps talking while trading is live rather than like waiting until trading ends for the day.
reporters were throwing in your face whenever you said anything about it. Oh, the stock market's doing great right now, and now that it's tanking, not his fault. It's not his fault that the stock market is tanking. Obviously, it's out of it's well, maybe it is his fault. Depends on how you look at it. Had he handled the situation better at the beginning of it, maybe the stock market is in turmoil as it is right now. But I don't know. I can't completely put the blame on him for that because the second people heard that shit was going down in China, the stock market started plummeting a little bit just because of manufacturing, pure manufacturing, right off the bat. That's where most of it happens. Like, oh, this is gonna affect products. But I don't know, man. I Do you still think that he's gonna win the election? Do you think Sleepy Joe is still like the worst candidate ever to go up against with the way
Uh,
things are being handled, the way things are going right now, the way like every day he does a press conference, someone asks him a simple question, like they lob him a softball, and he started shitting on the reporter for asking him that question today. Did you hear
uh,
about that?
I did. Do you think? Do I think he'll be? I. It's tough. It's interesting. I don't know. We're gonna see because it depends on how severe this gets. I do think. You know what I do think is interesting that, which I always laughed at, but now because of this virus, it could actually be true. Joe Rogan talking about how he thinks that Donald Trump is gonna suspend the election with this coronavirus shit going on. I actually can believe it.
Abe Lawley, Daniel, and I will both pick Batman Begins over the Dark Knight. I just put words in Batman and Batman. I
Yeah,
just put
I
words
am
in
Batman.
Daniel's mouth.
Thank you.
But yeah,
But do you? So what I'm saying though is he could. Who knows what's gonna happen? He could suspend the election or try to or put that out there
I think there'll definitely be an attempt.
because
You know, if it go,
The
if it
Ohio
gets
governor fucking suspended the voting for the Democratic caucuses or the
as he
primaries.
should have,
No, no, no.
as he should have.
I'm just.
Yeah,
I'm saying regardless if he should have or not. I personally think it's this weird situation where I don't know. Maybe you just leave them, let it open to vote, and people don't vote. And if you don't vote, you don't
right.
vote. Because I think that's like a slippery slope. Because that just kind of
Yeah,
sets precedent. Like it's possible. Like to me, voting day should be sacred. I think you should leave it open. And fucking if people get sick, they get sick, man. They don't vote, or you know what I mean? Like no one.
yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. It's weird because who knows when that vote's gonna. I don't know. It's just when you're talking about the president of the United States, I think that's a problem. You don't want to fucking start that. For me, that's what I think. You don't want to start that chain of
Yeah.
events of like, okay, this time it was only a 2 month suspension. Okay, no big deal. And it happens again in 10 more years, and it's an 8 month suspension now because of whatever the fuck. Like, and then it's Putin. Like,
Well,
I mean,
the
we
I
don't have a.
mean
We're,
the problem that we have going on here is that in the internet age, like you can't get away with saying shit. You got sound bites, you got video evidence of the things that you say in these press conferences. And I said it before, like whoever wins the nomination for the Dems really needs to go hard and use all of that and use all of it in his campaigning. Like to go dirty. You can't be classy with this at all. I think, you know, people hated Hillary, but I also think she tried to be like an actual politician when Donald Trump was in there throwing fucking mud bombs. You know what I mean? And like really dirtying shit up and making it a different sort of fight. You know what I mean? Like you're sitting here trying to argue policy that the common person has no idea like anything about. Like you start talking and they're confused because they have no idea what the fuck you're saying. And then Donald Trump's out here like, well, what about your emails, Hillary? You know, stuff like that. Well, what about you in Benghazi? Like stuff that everybody knows about this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? So I really think like you got to stoop to their level if you're going to try to beat this guy this time around, and you got to use what he's giving you because he's giving you so much stuff. He's giving you so much with the way he's mishandling this. But there's also like
his constituents, man. There are people there like you can throw them every single fact in their face about what's happening right now, and they will come up with an excuse for it. You know.
It's true. Well, we got tipped off from one
And
of our
yes, I am
people.
wearing AirPods.
We got one of our one of the people in the chat brought this up to the people. You know, Kenny Rogers died, I guess, but
Kenny
not of
Rogers died?
coronavirus, just of regular natural causes. Yeah, 81. He
Oh, dude. Kenny Rogers died.
Yep,
Yeah, he died.
yep.
No, no, he just died. Natural causes. Well, guys, you got
Know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You better count your money when you're sitting by the table. That's all I know.
Oh damn, we
Rest in
could have
peace.
kept should have kept going. I could have started playing the some giving you a hand beat.
Jesus Christ. Hey,
Gian
what's
is
up?
on AirPods. Daniel is on meth. What the fuck does that mean?
What? No, there's coronavirus. My wife's asking if there's coronavirus in India, and there's definitely coronavirus in India, but they don't care.
They run out of their quarantine to go to
They're
weddings.
like fucking people in India are like, we got too many people here, so it's all right if we thin the herd a bit. It's all good.
Daniel is on medical grade
Uh,
heroin that Kabir Singh used. Well, that's fucked up.
yeah, Kenny Gulzio, Kenny Rogers chicken, that same guy. I've never had Kenny Rogers chicken. Did they have one in California? So
I
my
don't
my
even know what
wife
that is.
remembers having Kenny Rogers chicken. He had a chicken. I think he had a rotisserie chicken place.
Really?
It was in Seinfeld, like in the Seinfeld episode. Like
Oh,
they built one across the street from Kramer's apartment, and he was complaining about the lights being too bright
I
from the
should
neon
I
lights.
should text my mom that Kenny Rogers died. She'd care.
Let the woman sleep, man. Okay, don't let her
My
wake up to that.
my
Tell her like
mom's
she comes home
working.
from work.
She's working now.
She's at work right now. Now you're just gonna ruin her shift, bro.
She's probably like, I know.
Daniel's mom's at work.
She probably knows already.
Kroger's.
She probably just like she knew about Kobe before I did.
She would have texted you already, though.
She's probably like, Daniel doesn't care. Let's see. Let's go to the chat. Like, you go to Florida? No, I don't go to Florida. I don't know what that was in response to. Maybe that was something earlier. 180 cases of coronavirus in India, approximately. That seems really low. I wonder how many tests are in India, though. Like, how many people are actually getting tested? I'm very curious to know that one.
All right, so my AirPods just died. Want to throw that out there?
Wow, you sound a million
Yep,
times better.
that sounds better. AirPods.
Not really. I'm just kidding. I mean, maybe. I don't know. What are the people out there? I have
I'm gonna go charge
headphones.
things. I'll be right back. So
I'm gonna handle the chat. Okay, got it. All right, let's see. 236 in India. Interesting. So it's more than 180. So already the information is all crazy. Yeah, we don't care about Corona. That's why I only have 285. Yeah, see, you don't care about it now, and then when it starts spreading all over the place, you're forced to care about it. It's. I guarantee you, there are more than 275 cases in India or 280. They guarantee you, because that's what happens when people live close together. That's why in Italy it spread, because a lot of people just live like in a very compact zone. How are you feeling during lockdown? Um, I don't know. Weird. It's weird. I guess is the best way to put it. Um, 6,000 plus are being tested. Yeah. See, like you guys have a population of, and I don't know what part of India is that actually. Before I make any assumptions, before I say anything else,
I'm gonna say something right now. India is gonna get this thing taken care of before we do.
well, because
Just gonna throw.
they'll kill
I'm
them
gonna
all.
throw that out. No,
They're gonna
I
do the
just
North Korean method.
because the rest of the world is not trying to fucking profit off of this shit. But here in the U.S., they totally are because that's how shit fucking rolls around here. They're
Well,
trying to see that's the reason why we don't have enough tests is because there's money involved. Fucking the right people aren't getting paid off. The people that can make a billion tests are like, well, we're only going to do it for this price. That's the only reason why. I mean, and we don't have a dictator. That also is a, you know,
you saying?
apparently dictatorships work when you have pandemics, right,
Well,
guys?
like I said, in North Korea, they'll shoot you in the head. It's,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it depends on how serious it gets. I think people will make money off of it until it gets too out of hand.
Crystal, thanks for making it.
Yep, my mom just texted me a sad face from the Kenny Rogers news.
Gulgio asked, she's in Canada, by the way, she's Canadian.
Yeah,
She asked, does
I know.
suggested isolation feel, oh, did you already answer that?
No, I just keep going.
Oh, the suggested self isolation feel different from mandated shelter in place? No, it's pretty much the exact same thing, and people are still wiping their ass with it. You know,
The only difference is
there's probably
more people are taking it seriously now because they have to take it seriously. People like
yeah,
Gian and myself, we were already doing that the moment they announced the self-isolation thing because a majority of the things we would normally do, like speaking for myself, like going to the movies, like once that was off the table, I was already that already eliminated a huge chunk of like why I would be going out on, you know what I mean? So it's like,
right.
or going to a restaurant, like all these things, like once those already got taken off the table, that eliminated so much of, where I was like, okay, time to stay home. Um, let's see. Let's go back to the chat. Daniel feels the same since he's home all the time. Yeah, that's.
Well, I know in San Jose, I saw, I don't know if I sent you that article, but in San Jose, like they're already got cops out because people were not apparently not listening, and some of the bars are still open. But there's like videos of cops out on the street blocking the street and stuff. So I know in the Bay, they're taking it a little more serious than they are down here, for sure. But
Oh
even
yeah.
then, down here, they're doing that whole. I went to the Mexican supermarket and there was a line out the door. They're only letting 10 people in at a time. And then I went to Ralph's and the same thing. But then Maria, my wife, went to Whole Foods and they were like, no, we're not doing that whole 10 people wait outside bullshit.
It depends on where you go to, but it depends. It's not consistent yet.
If you shop where poor people shop, they make you wait outside.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't shop there, so I can't make that comment. Let's see. Can we hire a porn star in LA for 2 weeks just for
Oh shit.
sex?
Crystal, my friend Crystal, her friend got pulled over in Fremont. What happened? Like you gotta tell us in the chat what happened when she got pulled over.
You also need to read the comments, Gian, because I need to be able to just read them. Just just got to read them out
Okay.
loud because not everyone's reading the chat. So no, I'm just saying, like, just get in the habit of doing that.
Okay. Well, Crystal McSkee says my friend's girlfriend got pulled over in Fremont. Fremont's where my parents live. So it's real.
Yeah, but is it though? I don't believe that. I was just driving fucking earlier today. I didn't get pulled over. You get pulled over for a million different things. I don't know.
Um, shit in the Bay is like more locked down than it is down here,
True.
for
That's
sure.
true. That's true.
There's way more cases up there
No,
than there
that's
is down.
true. That's true. I
Yeah.
should. I'm speaking in LA terms, not
Yeah.
in northern terms. That's right.
Crystal says that they're racial profiling.
How do you? So, would they pulling over Chinese people? Like, how, how do you racial profile the coronavirus?
Wow.
Wow, what? That would be the. See, you say that now, but now that everyone's been infected, now all of a sudden you can't say that. But when the fucking coronavirus was
Let me
first,
ask you something. Are you okay with the president calling it the China virus and Kung flu?
he's never called it Kung Flu. He's never called it Kung Flu. Also, in terms of the China virus, I'm not. It doesn't bother me that bad because the Spanish flu is everyone calls it the Spanish flu. Like so, it's I don't. I'm not like, oh, those damn Chinese people fucking like. I'm not angry at China because like it's a virus. Maybe it's because of the way they handle their food and everything like that. Whatever, who knows? I don't know that, but that's what people have said. But I don't like hate.
Bro.
I don't hate fucking China because of China. Like it doesn't. I think people who that's reading into it too much. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Just call it if you call it China flu and you get angry. But that completely sidetracked me from what I was saying. Maybe I should just shut up.
All right. I'm
It's
not mad at Chinese people either, except for the people in Wuhan eating fucking bats. All right. I got. All right. Like, I still want to know. I'm not getting a straight answer. Is it poor people eating whatever they can, or is it like
it's a
luxury,
delicacy.
like exotic? Let me try that shit. You know what I mean? Because there's a difference. Like, I'm gonna give you a pass if you're eating bats because you can't afford chicken. But if you're eating it because it's like, ooh, I've never tasted bat before. Let's try it. Like,
Would you eat bat? Prior to
fuck
any
no.
no, prior to any
It's a
of this shut up. You didn't let me finish my sentence. Prior to any of this virus stuff. Like if you didn't know about that, is that the only thing that keeps you from eating like trying just to be curious? No.
no. It's a fucking flying rat, man.
So you wouldn't
I,
eat a
I
rat either
no, dude. I wouldn't eat a rat.
under any
Rats,
circumstances?
rats eat fucking trash, dude. I'm allergic to shellfish, and even if I wasn't, I wouldn't eat crab and shrimp because they're fucking scavengers, bro. They eat shit. They eat the garbage of the sea, and that's what rats do here. They eat the garbage of the fucking
Shrimp
the
tastes
surface.
good. Lobster
Well,
tastes good.
shit, man.
Lobster tastes good. Yeah, well, pig tastes good too. And they're not very
No,
clean either.
no, no. Pigs eat what you feed them. That's different than you purposely eating fucking
Yeah,
scraps.
but
All
pigs
right.
will eat humans and shit. So like
If they're
literally
hungry,
humans and
only if
shit.
they're hungry. Only if they're hungry.
Daniel is gonna die? Why am I gonna die? Why'd you say that? That's rude. Daniel's coughing. Oh no. Oh, that's why you think I'm gonna die. Oh, okay. No. Let's see. Give me all the bottom feeders. Yeah, see, I agree. I they taste good. Fish tastes good. I love fish. Although ever since I watched Tommy Boy and when David Spade he orders a shrimp cocktail and then he's like, there's still shit in this one or something like that. I've
Oh
always
shit! Watch out for fucking Robbie Johal. We got a badass in the chat. He's gonna hack our channel.
well, hopefully he
Fuck,
does.
go for it. Take these fucking 400 views, bro.
You can have him. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Tommy Boy when he's maybe you don't, but since that scene I'm like, "Oh, there's shit in this shrimp." And it's grossed me out every time.
Never
So
knew that.
no, not until that movie because I never paid attention. Or I'd get
Uh,
or the shrimp would be fried, so like it had a skin on it, so it didn't fucking matter.
yeah, you're not supposed to eat the tail.
No, I'm obviously, but you could still see like if you you could still see shit. It's weird. I don't know. Anyway, Daniel's gonna dye his hair. What color do you think I'd dye my hair if I were to dye my
Dave
hair?
Diveroli keeps asking, "Is it more deadly than World War II?" Like,
Is what more deadly than World War II?
no, because fucking people were bombing and shooting each other in World War II. That's
Not yet. It could be. It could be.
yeah.
It
If it
could be.
causes a world war, then maybe. But I think we're at a place with modern technology where things are going to get stopped. I mean, we could lose a
Poop
whole
shoot.
generation because of it.
I think it can be, and I think
Rickon, the problem. I'm sorry, I keep on interjecting here, but Rickon's mentioned that we never cut your hair, and it's just like the timing. These last few months have been like
no, I made it.
different.
I made a decision. I'm gonna like grow it long enough to donate it again. but it's not long enough yet. Donate it to cancer patients.
It's
Or
plenty long.
no, it's not long enough yet. It has to.
It's plenty.
It's not long enough yet. I've donated my hair before. It's not long. You can. I can donate it right now if I wanted to, but if if it gets to a certain length, it's you can. It's like becomes more desirable. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it. There's like
Nobody wants your ass Chinese hair, anyways, bro.
actually my hair is very sought after. So fuck you. You're just jealous that you can't grow fucking beautiful locks like me.
It's beautiful locks that hasn't been washed in fucking 3 weeks.
No, it is. I just took a shower before I did this, and I had this beanie on, so it's my hair's still
You
wet.
guys think took the shower, took a shower, chat. Let us know. I can touch the oil from here.
No,
I
it's
could
my
fucking
hair is wet.
chicken with that oil, bro.
No, my hair is fucking wet. It really is. You're ignoring knowingly a lot of. I know because Gian doesn't read the fucking comments out loud. I have like
Sorry.
he's terrible at reading comments. He's the worst. Because he reads them, but he doesn't just read them out loud. Gian, you just got to read every single comment. Just like
Fear the tormenta. Hey, Daniel and Gian, the Indian Mexican is back. I don't know if he's talking about Daniel or about himself or herself. Sorry if I'm missing your questions, guys. It's just you guys are good at talking in here.
You should have the laptop open to the YouTube page and the chat right there, so you could just read it instead of on your phone, because the phone sucks.
Here's looking at you, kid.
I don't know what dry shampoo is, but Pantene Pro V is my friend, and I haven't used that lately because they've been out of stock. Hi, I'm
All right.
Chinese. Oh, hello.
I'm a distraction.
I am
Ginger
tired of constantly washing my hands. You know, the whole washing their hands thing kind of doesn't.
Well,
it's not gonna really save you.
because you don't leave the house, so you don't have to wash your hands every 5 seconds. You're not making contact.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, even in public, the whole washing your hands thing is really not gonna save you.
Hey, I step outside to get fresh air, and my wife's like, "Wash your hands. Did you wash your hands?"
I'm not saying it's a bad thing that people aren't washing their hands. People should probably wash their hands more often, period. But I'm just saying, if you're coming into contact with someone with coronavirus, the whole washing the hands thing is probably not going to matter. Since it's it's an airborne virus. Daniel looks like a drug lord with the open hair. I don't know what's open hair?
I don't know, what is an open hair.
Why are you not reacting to videos when you're isolated anyway? Because we can't meet each other. But also, we're actually. I think I figured out a way for us to react to videos like this, not necessarily live, but with remotely, so we don't have to be there. So we can actually start doing that.
Like watching the video and like with the delay going on.
No, there won't be a delay. There won't be a delay.
No, I'm looking at you like because I'm on the chat like in YouTube and the delay's freaking me out. I need to stop looking at you.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
And I'm delayed now too, and I have the volume up. Worse.
I eat dogs. Would you ever eat a dog? Like if you were in some remote Asian country and then like
Can't do it, man. I'll stick to the rice.
What about a cat?
I'd think about that.
See, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go roll one up, finish my beer, and play video games. Hats off to that.
Hey, Crystal, make sure you like the video.
I wish I could be playing Doom right now and fucking Call of Duty though. Call of Duty's been fun. Yeah, Ramesh, I agree with you. WTF, Gian.
Oh, speaking of Call of Duty, what do you think about Microsoft and all the bullshit they were going through?
I don't know what they're going through.
You didn't hear about it? Like
No,
their whole like gaming lobby was shut down for like 3 or 4 hours, like completely crashed.
dude, it's been
Fuck.
well, just playing on
Nobody's
the
complaining
PC.
about PlayStation Network.
Just though, dude, I've been having PC problems just connecting to like Blizzard. Blizzard, like actually, because in order to play Call of Duty on the PC, you got to play it through the Blizzard service.
Oh, I
And
didn't know
and
that.
there's actually been, or on Discord too, they'll actually be like, we have too many people online. You're in a queue, like just to fucking log on to the service
Right.
to even start the app. So no, there's been a lot of people online. A lot of people online. It's just I really think this might be the most active the internet has been consistently for a long time.
Yeah.
Like if there was an internet chart, I bet you it really spiked when Kobe died or some big event. But I think like this one is the most because this is like kind of worldwide. And then
Yeah.
and then when the whole country keeps getting isolated, like this one, I mean, with California isolated now, that's you know, I guarantee you, there's 30 million people online right now out
Right.
of the 50 million that live here. Maybe less, but let's just say it's 20 million. That's more than what it normally would be, because it's midnight on a Friday night. People will be out to the drinking or restaurants or movies, or they not on the internet, not doing
If
movies, not streaming. I mean,
they
Netflix
were
is
doing it right, they would have drank themselves to sleep already. But
night.
like,
Netflix and YouTube agreed to lower the streaming quality of like
oh, said Crystal.
of their streams. Like Netflix isn't going to do 4K streams and stuff like that, just to shrink the band, like because there's just so many people online. That's why you're having all these outages. So I'm not mad at Microsoft, I guess is the point.
Got this 4K TV for nothing.
Zach told me he bought a brand new 4K TV so he could play some games. So, uh, Dan,
Zach play like the other thing, like playing on the
he
bigger
plays
TV, like
PS4.
no, like what kind of games though? Because
He's
playing
playing
on the
Call of
bigger
Duty.
TV,
We're supposed to play Call of Duty.
that's actually a bad move. Playing on the bigger TV is not good for first person shooters. You want the smaller TV because the response time is faster.
Yeah, but you're playing on the PlayStation anyway, so it's not. You're never gonna have a better response time than someone with a keyboard and mouse. But
Oh,
anyway, the chat.
fuck you gaming bitch.
What's your favorite COD game? Probably Modern Warfare. To be honest, I don't know about you, Gian. I don't know when the last one you played.
Good night, Reagan.
What was the last Call of Duty game you played? Call of Duty 2?
Uh, the last,
Black
I think
Ops?
Modern Warfare 2. No, I never really played the Black Ops games other than zombies. I only like zombies.
Yeah, I didn't play Black Ops. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably Modern Warfare or the second Modern Warfare, which they're actually going to
No,
remaster.
we're having a meltdown. I'll be right back, guys. Take over the chat.
Alrighty, I will. Let's go down the chat. Let's do it. All right. One of my ex-colleagues now works in Valve. He says their sales have gone up astronomically. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, everyone is playing PC games right now. Everyone is playing PC games. Let's see. Why is the chat box all weird? Or why is this all weird? Anyway, can Gian twerk? I don't know. I'll ask him when he gets back. I'll tell him that you asked. Oh yeah, good night, Rick. Good night. I guess Gian already said that. Can you watch Q Park dancing on Bollywood in public? I don't know what that is, but you can send us the link in the comments. According to one estimate, 70% of the world population is going to get affected. If that
Oh,
happens, that's crazy. Good to
so
know, Dirty Pants.
you switched the camera to single. Never mind.
What?
I was twerking for nobody. I forgot that you switched the camera to yourself
Oh.
because I stepped away and I was twerking and
No one saw it. Oh well.
That sucks.
Play PUBG with us. Reviews. Hey, if you guys want to play PUBG, I'm down to play PUBG. I play PUBG. Do you guys play mobile or on the PC? Oh, you're back now. I guess we can keep. Do you play CS:GO? No, I don't. I used to play CS:GO, but I grew up and I bought other video games and ventured outside of Counter Strike. Heading
I
out.
thought,
I hope you
dude,
guys
there's
hear
hardcore
messages.
gamers that still play Counter Strike, dude. Why are you acting like that's a little kid game? Like,
I'm not saying it's a little kid game. I'm just saying that there's
you
other
said
games.
you grew up.
Yeah, I grew up from it. Like I grew out of it. Maybe I meant like I grew up as in grew out of it. But I don't. Yeah. No, not has nothing to do with age. Fake news. I don't know what's fake news. I don't remember. I'm reading these chat too slow. You can make a gameplay of CS:GO. I don't. I'm just no thanks. PUBG Live Marathon. I was thinking about doing the Call of Duty one, but you've never played PUBG, have you?
No, I never played it.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty interesting. Martial law in America. Not yet. It hasn't gotten that bad. Maybe, but not yet. Solitaire
Let
and
me ask.
Minecraft. Nothing wrong with solitaire. Solitaire's fun.
Let me throw this out there. Does anybody play Madden out in the chat? And if you do, would you guys be down to start a virtual league? Do like a
The only football they play is soccer.
Hey, but do people play Madden, bro? Even if they don't like the game itself, man, the actual like live game. Although, what's FIFA? I know hella people are into FIFA.
How long do you think this situation will persist?
It
Said
just depends. Look, the way this, what everybody's saying, and then maybe I'm just reading the liberal media. If maybe I'm getting the wrong sources, but everybody's saying that Italy handled this worse than anywhere else, and that we are
or
handling
second.
it worse. so, so it could get pretty bad here in the States for sure. Like there's a possibility. Like look, like why was it? Let's pretend that China tells the truth all the time, and and they and they were able to slow to what flatten the curve, and life is starting to get back to normal there after 3 months or whatever. Okay, and then South Korea. Let's use South Korea as an example as well. The difference between those places and here is that they got the tests out immediately. And if you tested positive, they basically locked you up in a facility with other people who are infected to make
or
sure that didn't spread.
or
That's not gonna ever happen here at all.
they
You know.
no, they're not
So
gonna take you out back
yeah,
and
yeah. So
I mean
so because
the Chinese don't have to report that you died from coronavirus if they shot you in the back of the head.
right, but South Korea is not doing that. South Korea, but what I'm saying is there's also a cultural thing, like, you know, this is a gross assumption because I don't know enough Koreans to say this, but let's just use Japan. In Japan, like the gun laws are different. Like people, because the relationship with the cops is different. If a
Oh,
cop comes to your house in
my
Japan, you let him right. You know,
my neighbor knows a lot of Koreans because he does animating stuff and he goes to Korea too, like South Korea, and I talked to him about it recently, and he was saying that like the way they handle it is just completely different. They care right when the virus broke out, they were like, yeah, we know exactly what we need to do. We're gonna cut funding basically to everything else and put it all towards the virus.
yeah,
Like we're gonna
and
stop this now, not in the 6 months now, and we're all gonna be
yeah,
behind you. Don't worry. Like we're gonna make sure everything's gonna be fine in terms of like business and everything, but we're gonna stop this now, and we're gonna be
yeah,
because the people is like that's what he's been saying, and he's like, and it's not just in the cities. Like they went out to the rural areas to make sure that everything was fine there too. Like they basically like sweep the country.
right. And that's what needs to happen here everywhere. Everybody needs to get tested. Everybody needs to get tested so you know who has it and who doesn't. And then you keep the people who have it away from the people that have it. We don't have enough tests here to
Nope.
make sure that people don't have it. My friend's daughter is 3 years old. She had 103 fever. They took her to
Recently?
this was 3 days ago.
Uh
Three
oh.
days ago, they took her to a facility. They made them wait in a car, and they came out and they said, "Hey, we can't give you a test because she's not deemed high risk." So because they didn't think,
Isn't a fever like one of the number one freaking?
but they don't have enough tests for people
Oh,
who are
so it's just
less
an
likely.
excuse?
If you're less like if you show up with a fever and you don't have any other symptoms, they're not going to give you a test because you're not
Wow.
less likely. Now, if you're 70, they'll give you the test. Or if you're showing like respiratory issues along with the fever, they'll give you the test. So it's like, so there could be so many people that have it, and we don't know because they don't have enough tests to give it to you.
That's that's fucked up. Cuz
Yeah.
I would assume a fever is like an automatic test. Like
No.
in my mind I said to myself, if I ever get fever symptoms, like in any capacity, cuz like I feel like you can get a cough with allergies and stuff like that, whatever, but like the moment you get fever symptoms, I feel like that's when it's like, oh, I need to go get tested. I need to go get, like, I feel like that would be the number one, like, if you felt any, if you got a fever. That's so fucked up to hear that. That's crazy. Yeah, that would have
It's
to mean there's no tests.
they have just such a Miguel. You know, Miguel's he's a nurse at an ER, and he's saying that they.
Does he have a
I
mask?
talked I talked to him on Monday when he can. You know, they don't have enough masks either. But Monday, I called him up, and he said that they only had like 96 tests. You know,
How many people is it
96.
serving? Like, where is
They
this?
had to they
Where?
had
How
to
big is
set up
his hospital?
they had to set up a tent outside today,
And they only had 96.
and they have
Jesus,
90. So they're picking and choosing who gets the test.
that's pretty bad.
Yeah. So we don't know how many people have this shit because they're not getting tests. So we don't know how many more people are getting it. But here, let me. I'm gonna.
That's
I'm gonna
pretty
send you.
bad.
I'm gonna
96
send
tests.
you this. Let's see if this works.
Maybe that's why 70% of the world population is going to get it within a year, according to that estimate. It could be. I mean, the California governor said 2 days ago, or maybe it was yesterday, that he expects half the state to get it. He said that. He said he expects more than half the state to get it. That's over 25 million people just in California. So, so
Yeah,
the staying
it's.
home thing is kind of something I'm taking serious because, well, a, there's nothing that I can do, but you know, that's why
Did
it's,
you get in the chat? I just sent you.
oh, on the Skype. Okay, I'll open it up.
That's my buddy. What happened to him,
Here, I'll put
and
it.
they're only.
The reason why he went is because his wife,
Is
she's
it? Is this?
she has
Is this gonna get him in trouble? Should I not put this on the thing?
Oh, I said his name out.
Oh, well, I'm just saying it's very like specific. Maybe you just talk about it. I don't want to put it up on the screen. I don't want to get anyone in trouble, especially now, like during all this. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I think
I
his
wouldn't want him to
his
lose his job. Is my point. Like over, like,
yeah,
and this time over some stupid shit like this.
he lives with someone that has a congenital heart defect, and then his two in-laws are over 60. So his daughter had 103 fever. They went to the Palo Alto Medical Foundation. They got a quick appointment. They made him wait out in the car, and then they said uh, they told him that his daughter, the 3-year-old, would not be tested for COVID-19 because they don't have the capacity to test anyone other than people at risk, even though he lives with someone who is at risk, even though there's two people that help with her daycare who are also people that would be considered at risk. So you're only going to get a test if you personally are going to die. Or I think the only other thing I heard of is if you can confirm that you've been in contact with someone else that has the virus. If you can't confirm that,
That is
then
so like specific. It shouldn't be
you're
that hard.
well, they can't. They're not producing enough tests, man.
It literally should just be, hey, it should be like the fucking CVS giving you the flu shot. Like you go to any CVS and it's like flu shots here, and it's like I always think I'm like, damn, they must have a lot of flu shots, because every single fucking CVS advertises that we have the flu shot. So if everyone decided to go in there, they must have enough flu shots for people, right? This
Right.
test should be the same fucking thing. It should just be like, you know what? I'm gonna get tested for coronavirus every single day because I want to be a clean freak. I want to just, be extra careful. It should just be that way. That's I don't know. I don't know what I just want to know what really could be holding it back from getting a mass production. Like I'm very curious to know what, like on a
Dude,
genuine. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not pointing
part of it,
conspiracies. Like I genuinely want to know why it's not
the
happening.
FDA, part of it's the FDA. There's so many legal loopholes you have to hop through to get permission. Like some people in a clinic in Seattle came up with their own test, and they were told it would take a month before it would get approved. And they said, you know what, fuck it, because Seattle is one of the biggest places as well. Like I think Washington State has the most amount
Yep.
of infection. Well, these people said, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna test people. And if we get in trouble, we get in trouble. They went out, they tested a bunch of people, they confirmed a bunch of cases, and then they got shut down. The clinic got shut down for doing that, even though what they did was right.
See, that's a problem with the government sometimes. Because this should be something like where every scientist, if they wanted to try to figure out an antidote or a test for this or like their own version of it, like I get it on one hand because they have to keep it controlled, right? There has to be some sort of governing body that can weed out bullshit from like someone just selling snake oil to like this is actually real talk, like it's gonna prove that it has coronavirus. But there's a lot of smart people out there. Like I don't know, it's but there's tests now. There's an approved test now. So like whatever, even regardless of whatever we're talking about right now, there's an approved test right now that's being given out. Miguel has 96 or whatever he said. Like that obviously is a test. Why isn't that company fucking manufacturing more of those? Like I don't. That's what I don't understand. Why isn't the
I I,
government
I,
just
I
saying,
don't understand that.
"Here's a
I
fucking
can't.
$1 billion. Do it. Do it. We need it. Here's a billion fucking dollars. Do it. Just fucking do it. That's it." Well,
Here's another story from a friend of mine.
I'll open it.
Same type of situation. He lives with immunocompromised people. They won't give him the test.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. I want to know why. That's all. Like I'm very curious to know. I'd be very curious to know like why that would be a you know, there's some hindering factor there. Because it seems very like obvious that we need more tests. I just don't get it.
It's really everybody needs to get tested. Every even if you've never been around someone, you need to get tested.
I think at this point,
Like really, it's the
just if anything to
they got,
put people at
they got drive
ease.
testing facilities. They got to drive through test in fucking South Korea. You drive up, you take the test. Like, how the fuck is that not happening here? It's insane. By the way, Naveen Reddy, do you live in LA County?
Why? What did he say?
He says in LA County they test only symptomatic people from today.
Oh, I don't know. Do you think more and more self isolation will drive people to madness? It absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, can. Without a shadow of a doubt. Like, I really worry about people in Seattle, like in Washington, actually, because you got to think they're already in suicide capital of the United States, like,
Right.
because it's
Because
because
the shitty weather.
they don't get the sun, and then on top of that, they're actually being affected by this virus worse than fucking the whole country, pretty much. And then on top of that, they have to stay inside. I don't know if they have stay-in orders issued for them, but it's like, yeah, it absolutely could drive you, into madness. Absolutely. Like, I hope they don't close the fucking weed stores. Thank God they're listed as essential and they're open right now.
Well, that's medicine for people.
It kind of can just make you not feel as bummed out about fucking being alone. You can, maybe you could. I
Uh,
what I hope is it encourages people, you know, like us to like.
XPLT, you got me, dude.
What do you say?
He brought up the fucking Podesta emails. He brought up the emails.
What's going on there?
The emails from fucking the DNC.
Oh, 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 oh! I thought it was like
The
something new happened. I'm like, wait, what?
yeah, that fucking secret fucking pedophile
The
society,
conspiracy stuff.
the pizza place,
Yeah.
fucking Eddie Bravo shit.
I thought something new happened. I'm like, wait, what?
Me too. I was like, what Podesta emails? What? Shit.
Vancouver, Washington, in terms of my weather, doctor is adamant, take vitamin D or else you'll be depressed. Yeah, see? There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, 100%.
Suman Debnath, what
I
is this doing to your jobs? I've been in a remote job for a decade, so
I
no
actually
effect
have
here.
vitamin D right here. That's
Well,
I take vitamin D every day. I haven't I
Daniel also takes the other kind of vitamin D in his ass.
I don't know why that was funny.
Wait, so
What is this
uh,
doing to your jobs? Have you been in a
I mean,
remote job for a decade, so no effect here? Oh,
none
having been.
of us are working. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
And I didn't do my taxes last year, so I'm not going to get that $1,000 fucking relief.
allegedly you didn't do your taxes. I don't know what you're talking about. This everything's alleged on this podcast.
Allegedly,
Um,
I need some water.
for me, my job, film. Yeah, no one's working right now, especially now that the governor issued a shelter at home or whatever, shelter in place. No one's working in the film industry. I actually got asked to work yesterday for this Sunday. I'll wait. Gian's back. Yeah, it was. I got asked to work Sunday. Yesterday or the day before the stay-at-home order was issued, and I'm like, okay, in my mind, all right, whatever, it's work. Who knows when I'll work again? I'll take it. And then the governor issued the thing, and then he texted today and was like, yeah, based on what the mayor or the governor said, I think we're gonna just not shoot until after this all settles down. So like, even someone who was willing to shoot during this time was like, nah. So yeah, work. Actually, to be honest, just selling online, selling the things that I have online. Maybe people will buy stuff.
It's the post office, so
Yeah, that's it. Selling online, just what I do normally anyway.
speaking of selling online,
Vitamin D is
so
a scam. Oh, I thought it. I don't know. I don't think it's a scam. When I take it consistently, I feel pretty good, to be honest.
so I was gonna say, speaking of selling online, so funny story, cute story. Um, Before my wife went to work today, she told my son that she was gonna get him a Zerg figure,
Zerg.
and all day he was talking about Zerg, getting a Zerg figure from Mama, and she went to Target and quickly realized that oh, there's no Zerg figures because he wasn't in Toy Story 4, so they haven't made a figure in like 10 years. Um, so she bought him a scooter instead. And yeah, got a scooter. He's still like, oh, cool scooter, mom. Where's my Zerg?
I I think that's hilarious for two reasons. One, because when I didn't realize that they didn't make Zurg either until you said the Toy Story 4 thing, and I'm like, oh, that makes complete fucking sense. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, he has a scooter now. That's scary. Because he might not like it now because he wants a Zurg, but he will like that scooter, I'm
Right.
sure.
Well, we're gonna. So far, he's not very good at it. So we're gonna check. We're gonna try. We're gonna try tomorrow. It's hilarious. Like, yeah, I went looking on eBay, and there's a bunch of. I'm gonna probably get him a used
Hey, you should.
Zerg.
Carlos has a Zurg. Carlos has a Zurg.
Yeah, but it's kind of broken.
No, it works.
It kind of works
The one on the stairs, it works. Every time we walk up the stairs, it's shooting.
sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't.
I think no, I
Like,
don't
you
have
know what? I gotta sign in from my other account because I'm not a moderator under this account. I can't uncensor people's.
Oh.
It's, I'll be right. Well, I'm still here, so I'll keep talking. So you take over the chat for a second.
South Korea quickly reacted and developed tests and sent them out. Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. We completely agree. Oh no, poor baby. Yeah, he'll get a Zerg though. He gets what he wants. Watch trailer of Gray State. What is that? Don't know what that is. We'll have to look at that. Fun Sky 40 says hi all. What's up? Oh, Gian already said hi. I didn't read that. Sorry.
Well, talk. He's in from LA, so he knows one of us, or maybe he knows both of us. Ask him who he is.
Oh, I didn't read the next part because I saw that you responded. Watch Japanese horror movies. Which ones? I'm curious to know. Japanese horror movies definitely have that like aura of being scarier, just because they're Japanese horror movies. I don't know why.
You are not from Japan.
Let's see. What else is going? What else has been going on? We didn't get to all of our articles. What was the other? You sent me something else. That you wanted? Did you want to talk about the drive-through brews place or whatever?
Oh, so this is kind of cool. Oh, message retracted. You can wait. You can take back your message in the chat.
I guess so.
Some bullshit.
Well, what you wanted to talk about this drive-through or whatever you were.
Oh, so what's going on where you guys live? But because of this whole deal of people needing to stay at home, they're allowing alcohol to be delivered from restaurants now. So you can like order food and like,
and drinks.
It's probably lobbying from the restaurants to
make more
like,
money.
Well, it's just because it's like Maria, they're sitting on like $15,000 worth of beer.
Really?
At 9 different locations. Yeah.
That many? So, holy shit.
Yeah. So it's like, it's just gonna go to waste. So
that makes sense.
Like they gotta be real careful with how they market it too, because they don't want to seem like they're like pushing it on people or taking advantage. Because I'm like, I would go and get growlers and just be like, for every order over $40, you get a growler of beer or something like that. You know what I mean?
I don't even know what a growler is, but.
I wish we still had drive-in movie theaters. Ghouls.
We do. But they're closed. They're closed now. They were open just until they closed today, I think, or whenever when did the mandate go into effect? Yesterday or today? To stay at the sheltered place. Today or yesterday? Whenever.
Yes. It was midnight. It was midnight last night.
Then that's when they closed today. Then they were open yesterday. I read a whole article about how like the drive-in movie theaters, their sales were like skyrocketing. Actually, they were like selling out because that was the only theaters you can go to. But then they all closed today because of the shelter in place. Gian, if you have Amazon Prime, check out Kidan, Hitokawa, and Eyes. 3 great Japanese horror to watch alone. I don't think Gian can do that because the only time he can watch movies is like, I don't know. You wouldn't be able to watch that with the baby around. Some Japanese horror movie scar him for life.
She does like scary shit though.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw this out there for you guys. I want to ask you guys in the chat. Now that you're potentially locked in your house for months, how many streaming services are you gonna sign up for? And how long do you think it'll take you to get through everything on each service?
Are you going to sign up for any new ones?
I signed up for DC.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a special going on or something?
It's cheap. It's only $8 a month.
Oh, I'm just asking
Yeah,
if they had a special going on.
if they have a week free, but they which by now they might be like 2 weeks free. Who knows?
I wouldn't. I still wouldn't do that. I don't know what they have that I'd want to watch. None of those shows interest me. I don't know why. Maybe because the characters are just so unknown to me.
I definitely would not recommend DC Universe to you because it has none of the live action. Oh, the only live action stuff they have is their original series
Oh, I guess if
and
for
everything.
cartoons it could be for their
Yeah,
animated stuff. It'd
it's
be
not
worth
like
it.
it doesn't have all the animated stuff. Like it doesn't have Teen Titans Go. It has the original Teen Titans, but it doesn't have Teen Titans Go because it's still like whatever's still getting like.
Cartoon Network.
They won't, yeah, Cartoon Network or not. They won't show it, but I did. Oh. It's the latest I've stayed up in a while.
Do you think Salmon should get Corona or AIDS? That's from the chat.
Neither. Someone,
My boss
someone.
drives from TJ to San Diego every day to work. He's pissed because they haven't decided what to do regards to entry.
I thought they passed something today about limited entry
I
between
think
the
they're going to close the border. I thought they were going to
board.
close the border.
Yeah.
I thought I read something they were going to close it. Got 2 streaming services today, paid for by other people, and I'm sharing my Disney Plus with my friends. Which
Nice.
I know, jeez, you got all the hookups.
Yeah.
What were the extra 2 services? I'm curious. Any bad disease will be nice so that this victims can rest in peace. I don't know what that means. Oh, for Salman, no. I meant for Dan to check those out films. Sorry, my mistake, but Gian, you're welcome to check. Oh, me, okay. Well, maybe. All the rest are pathetic. Off to bed, Gian. Sleep beckons. Salman already has got STDs from sleeping with hundreds of women in India. I actually heard that he was not into women, but
How dare you?
I
We don't
didn't.
make up. We don't feed the flames on this podcast, sir.
I am just repeating what people have said in the comments to me. I don't know. I've never been to India. I've never met Salman. How should I know? Feels like we're living in a video game or strange movie. Absolutely, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. It does feel like we're in a movie. It's interesting. And I feel like the movie's just starting, too. I feel like we're in the first 17 minutes of the movie.
Let's see what services we got going on right now. So I got Netflix, I got Amazon, I got Hulu, I got Disney Plus, I got DC Universe. That's 5 services. I got a login for HBO Go. I got a login for CBS All Access. Fuck, I got 7 streaming services at least. I'm
And
trying
you
to think of
watch
that.
none of them. You
I'm
watch
watching zero.
ESPN. You watch
Nine.
you watch Netflix cartoons. You watched
Yes.
Disney Plus. That's it. Cause
I watch Disney Plus, Netflix, and fucking 30 for 30 on ESPN. That's it.
that's your
I,
one man show, and the rest is all your son's programming.
yeah, I have yet to even click on the Nat Geo part of Disney Plus yet. Like not one time have I looked at anything.
Do they have like live? Oh, you don't know. Do they have like their reality TV shows on there?
If they have anything, it'll be like stuff from Disney.
Hmm. I still haven't gotten Disney Plus, so.
Yeah, DNT sent me a bunch of movies, sent us a bunch of movies. So I'm going to be working on it. It's going to be like, 10 minutes here and there. And then if the baby takes a nap, then I'll sit down and I'll watch like a
Those
chunk
will
of it.
come. We'll watch those. You want to share what the movies are or no?
No, we'll leave that for another time. Oh, but somebody, this is like second or third time somebody mentions WWE, but did you watch any of the WWE shows like with no audience?
No. I didn't see any clips, but I am going to watch WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I might pay for WrestleMania. If it's cheap.
Just get Carlos's login.
Well, isn't he going to watch it?
Oh, they only do one screen at a time?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
it's so cheap. It's only like $10 a month.
I know. I might just pay the $10.
Yeah, they don't want. I could
Well,
probably do
I'm just gonna go on the live on the my normal place to watch it.
normal place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Faisal? He hit me up on Instagram today.
Did Trump really give us a $1,000 check? If you paid your taxes, yeah, I think you do. You get it. Saturday and Sunday was spent on fights. No, they won't be. I wish, man. There's no fights. It's so sad. There's no fights.
Yeah, Dana White finally gave up.
There are nothing. I watched the Cage
Yeah,
Warriors. They had a Cage Warriors event today in Manchester with no audience. And I watched that. It was like early in the morning. Not early in the morning, but early in the afternoon. And I'm like, I never watch Cage Warriors, but I know there's going to be zero fights after this. I'm going to watch this. And I did. It was all right. It wasn't bad. It was cool.
the Turkish soccer league is still going on, I think.
Yeah, I know. That's what you said before. That's funny.
Yeah.
They don't care. They've probably just been killing everybody that's been coming into their country lately. So
Abe Lale, we're still live. Yeah, this is also live.
are you
Uh,
guys gonna watch Khabib versus Tony if the fights happen?
it
Absolutely.
happens, yeah, for sure, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I mean, you could tell. Like, the last thing I read from Dana was like, yeah, he's. I think he's done. I think he's given up trying to find a place to have this
No,
because
he's
it's
not. No, he's not. No, no.
man.
No. I just read an article today. He was angry at the press. No, I stay up on the UFC and what Dana says, even off with no social media, because there's nothing else for me to do. So I'm like, let's see what news articles are on MMA websites that I. No, he was talking shit about reporters being angry like that. They criticized him for holding the events, and he's still trying to figure out like how to get the fight to work. He's basically said that it's all contingent upon whether or not the UFC will allow uh, will allow him to sanction the fight. That's all. Because if they allow him to sanction the fight, he'll use it in the Apex in his gym, and he can shoot the production under the mandate. Because there is no like in Nevada, there is no mandate like how there is here, where it's like
No,
shelter in
yeah,
place.
they shut down everything in
I understand, but you could still, according to what he said, you could still shoot it with like under a certain like he could still make the event happen with less people. Like under some, there's still, he's still saying this. This was today, is what I'm saying. Like he's still fighting for it.
right.
And then you have people like I think Ben Askren was saying like just set up a tripod and just have them fight. Just have two people meet. Just be him and Tony and the judge or the ref, and that's it. You don't even need all this other shit. Like it doesn't even need to be fancy. Like we just want to see them fight. No undercard, like he said, no undercard. Would you be mad if there was no undercard? If it was just
If
them
it was
fighting?
if it was just the one fight, I'd be a little annoyed.
You wouldn't pay
Especially
for it though, right?
if he's trying to charge eight
No,
bucks
no,
for it.
no. How much would you pay for it? Like real talk, like you wouldn't even bother streaming it or whatever. You just pay for it. Like what would be a fair price for the one fight? $20?
Nah, $10.
I think $10 is the price everyone will buy it, but I think $20 is what they would charge because it's that good of a fight.
Dude, you spend $20 and then you get, you know, a quick submission or a knockout in the first minute. You're hot. $10, I'm not as angry about it.
I don't know. You know what? I feel that way with boxing. I don't feel that way with MMA. It's weird. When you get a finish and it's exciting, you're pretty pumped. For me, I'm pretty pumped. Boxing, no. Oh, you're the shit messed up again. Your camera got all
Yeah.
jacked up. I don't know. This shit
Uh,
happened last time.
you know what it is? It's my fault. I think because I accidentally hit my laptop. Maybe that's why it got messed up.
Are you guys legit nervous about all this? It feels a bit eerie. Yeah, I think this goes on, it's gonna, the fact that the government is taking it this seriously, whether or not Gion's right. I'm trying to fix your camera right now. Oh no, it fixed. Whether or not Gion's right, or people like Gian who believe, like, what you've been saying this whole time, like, I'm not saying you're saying it's conspiracy. I'm just saying it doesn't matter if you're right, I'm right, who's right. Like, the fact that the government is responding this way, late or not, it kind of shows you how serious it can be potentially. Because none of this shit has ever happened before, and not in my lifetime. And before you on the podcast, before we started, you were saying not in your lifetime either,
No.
where it shut down this, like, real shutdown. So, like, if we're overreacting, this is one of the weirdest times for Republicans of all people to overreact. Because I feel like this has been pretty bipartisan in terms of the way it's been handled. In California, we've been shut down. Like, they've shut us down, and no matter, even if Florida's behind us or Texas or all these other fucking states that, like, don't take it as serious, they're they're going that way. They're going to shut down too,
They're gonna get there.
which means this is actually a serious thing that's going on. So, like, yeah, if it continues to go out of hand and we don't get tests and all this shit, yeah, it does get you concerned, I think. But I think I also think that no one was sheltering in place most likely during the fucking Spanish flu, because shit wasn't spreading with social media and shit. Like, people, we get messages out right away. We don't have to wait for the next day, for the news to read the newspaper, or fucking hear it on the radio or some shit once per day. It's like we have the internet, we have fucking TV and all that shit instantly. I mean, people were joking about coronavirus when it was first coming out. People are still joking about it now, I'm sure. I haven't been on social media, but you know, I'm sure there's tons
Yeah.
of funny fucking memes. Um, like, I've seen some funny toilet paper memes that people have sent me. But it's we get all this information quickly, so we can actually stop in place. I think I was on the freeways earlier, and there's extremely less traffic for sure. Like, there's definitely less people out.
Yeah.
So the hope
Except on
is,
my street because I live where all the Mexicans live.
dude, you live on the busiest street on the face of the earth. You, your street is the only street that, like, you need a crosswalk. Like, you actually have to have a cross. You can't just jaywalk across your street. You get run over, get killed.
Oh, Abe Lale asked if any Hollywood celebrity tested positive for corona. Yeah, Tom Hanks and his wife,
Yep.
Idris Elba, if you count him as a Hollywood star. I'm trying to think of any other actors. I think those are the two biggest from Hollywood, but you got
Well, there's
Coach
some
from the
reporters that have been coming out, like,
Mike
some.
Pence, someone in Mike Pence's
Well, he's not.
cabinet.
That's not a celebrity. But
His to
yeah,
me.
basketball players.
Mhm. KD.
Yep, KD.
He's the big one. The coach for the New Orleans Saints, Sean Payton, tested positive. The first person like with NFL connections to test positive. Shit's crazy out there.
I have worked during the lockdown. Fast food is the worst during a time like this. Do you work in fast food, or are you talking about eating fast food? Or both? Don't take vaccine. I don't even think there is a vaccine. I'm originally from Bangladesh, and I gotta say, my homeland is doomed because of Corona. They don't have anything to test the Corona. Well, I hope that that changes. I hope, like,
Yeah, for
I
real.
hope people can see that they just help each other out right now. Like,
I hope fucking India and Pakistan help out. Or
just
Indonesia.
or
And
anybody. China,
I,
China's trying to donate finer. They could use that good reputation boost by helping other countries out like that. Didn't China want to donate, like, a shitload of tests to us, and then we didn't want them or some shit?
the Jack Ma was gonna donate a bunch of stuff. No. They when the shit first hit here, the WHO offered like was gonna give the test, and then the CDC said, "Nah, we'll do our own." And the CDC put out their fucking faulty tests. Fucking mess. Like, well, that's what happens when you cut 80% of your fucking staff, though.
Yeah, I think it's more about policy though. I don't know if it's necessarily just staff. I think it's like, no, we're not. You're not getting funding to research that anymore. Just not necessarily because of staff, but just period. Like we're just gonna cut this whole thing out. Like I'm not saying you need 20 people on a team, but you don't even get 2 people on a team. There's no team. It's just gone.
The pandemic team that Obama put on was the big one right now. Right now, that's the biggest one. And he put them on. Why were they on there? Because fucking Obama had a pandemic during his tenure. You know what I mean? The swine flu happened under his watch. So that's not that long ago. The funny thing about the swine flu is I don't remember that shit at all. I was not scared
I
about
do.
it.
I remember it, but it wasn't like this.
No,
That's why.
no,
What? That's
we
this
didn't
is
get lockdown.
this is the first time where it's been serious,
Yeah,
and now it's not even like it's not even just serious. It's like very serious, and it doesn't even matter if, and what I mean by that is like it doesn't even matter if let's just say the death toll like it doesn't really climb that much and it teeters off and it just doesn't get that bad. And then you might say, oh, well, it wasn't that bad. No, it's doing like very, very terrible damage to like our economy right now.
yeah.
Because by the time this goes away, this damage is going to be pretty, like, it's fucked. It's not just serious, it's very serious. Like, not even because of the virus itself in terms of people, humans. It's like our economy, just the way
Right.
it's fucked. Like the amount of money that Hollywood has lost just from our own industry. Not to say that we're making any of that money, but it does fuel all of us. It's crazy because I've stopped working. Like I've stopped working. It's just and everybody stopped working. I mean, Netflix has that $100 million fund for their employees because like that's how much fucking money that they was being generated, and it's dead. And we're not the only ones. Restaurants, all that shit. Like, what do you think about the? Do you think the cruise line industry should be bailed out?
No,
Me either.
no.
I'm
You
kind of
know,
I'm cool
Mark
with the cruise
Mark Cuban put it out there like if your if your industry needs to get bailed out, then you should lose all your stocks. Like in that industry, like for whatever company, if your company needs to get bailed out, you should lose your stocks because you fucked up somewhere along the line for you to be this like deep in the fucking water.
even like movie theaters though.
Uh I mean, the money that a movie theater is going to get is nowhere near what like the flight industry, whatever.
Well, like
Your eye like keeps cutting out. By the way,
it's cutting out. You can't hear me,
no, don't listen to me, dude. Because I'm on the YouTube page because I'm watching the chat. Never mind, I'm a fucking idiot.
bro. Who's the one? Have another one.
Yeah, I'm fucking falling asleep here. That's why
Well, let's wrap it up. It's 1 in the morning.
I just want to ask Funksy 40, what's the best Bangladeshi restaurant in Little Bangladesh? And are they doing takeout? uh,
We're gonna publicize about these more and post. I'll have Gian post on our pages and stuff so we can get like questions and scheduled events. Like
maybe we
try
can
to.
start a little earlier too, because I think starting at 11 was a little,
I
it's a little
actually,
too for
I
me.
think, I think we'll have to ask that too. We'll throw some times out there. Maybe.
Well, 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, anyways.
No, I understand. That's what I'm saying. Who knows? Maybe we do it in the morning. I don't know. Well, whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll figure that out when that comes. I'm just reading the chat right now.
Yeah, this is the latest I've stayed up in like 6 months. All right. Anyways, guys, I think that's gonna do it for us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us tonight in the live chat. when this video goes live on the when it be not live, but when the video goes up on the actual channel as another video, like let us know in the comment section if you want us to keep doing these live videos. Also, make sure to smash the like button. And next video we do, how about you send some questions in hashtag ask DG
Did you say ass
and
tag?
hashtag yeah. But yeah, get in there, leave some comments once this is up, and watch out for the movie reviews. We'll see you on the next one.
All right, we're gonna end this stream now.